Are you struggling to get coins in Madden 17? Check out the safe and secure mobilemaddencoins.com. They have coins on all platforms, and use the code Ryan at checkout for 10% off. Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Pack and Play. And today, I am going to talk about the gameplay a little bit, but I do want to delve into something that you're probably going to see a bunch of people making videos, maybe Clickwid and a couple other guys. I'm not going to completely make a video about it, but I want to talk about it a little bit in Pack and Play while you guys watch the gameplay. So, we saw a YouTuber by the name of Bengals. I don't know if that's his YouTube channel name completely, but he does go by the moniker of Bengals on his YouTube channel. And he was pulling packs today for the Football Outsiders, Travis Kelce, and all the other guys. And he ended up pulling a 48-hour edition of Bob Sanders. Now, of course, Bob Sanders was last week's Legends. Tomorrow we are getting new Legends. We don't know who they're going to be, but we are getting new Legends tomorrow. And, of course, 2 of them will be 48 hours that you can pull in packs. So, you tell me, if you're a company like EA or any other company, and you say, hey, we're going to be putting this in the game for a total of, 24 to 48 hours, whichever they decide to do. And then all the people that pull that card feel special, right? Like, let's say you, the person that's watching this video right now, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. I'm singling out the person watching this video right now. I know a lot of people are watching the video right now, but I'm talking about you. The one that's watching this run right now by LeGarrette Blount, I am singling out just you. You pull a card that is 48 hours only on Saturday. And then fast forward to the next week on Friday, a day before Saturday, where the next Legends release, someone else pulls that 48-hour card or 24-hour card that you pulled. Are you going to feel kind of mad about it if you kept the card? Because now the value of that card decreases because one extra one is in the market. That's pretty much the issue that a lot of people are going to have with what happened. Nothing is being said wrong about the guy, about Bengals. Congratulations, you pulled an awesome card. Like, I would be stoked too. But I would also feel like, what in the world just happened? Like, how did I pull a card that was only slated to be in the game for an allotted amount of time of 48 hours? How in the world am I pulling this, 4, 5, 6 days later? How is that a thing? Like, I get it. I get there could be mistakes. I get that there could be, issues with, the way cards are put into packs. Like, I had an idea that maybe when they were releasing the 48-hour only or 24-hour only Travis Kelce into the game, that they accidentally maybe flipped a switch or something for Bob Sanders. But at the end of the day, if you're going to market something on your game where people actually have to spend money as it's only 48 hours only, and you could only pull it for that specific amount of time, and then somebody else a few days later pulls that card, that, my friends, is called false advertisement. That is not anything that you should be pulling in a pack. Because they did release, a whole blog and article and posted about it on their Twitter and on the game saying that this card is 48 hours only. Rip the money and all the packs that you have now to get this card, because once it's gone, it's gone. But guess what? It wasn't gone. Someone pulled it today. So do you understand, like, the issues that some people may have with it? I personally don't have an issue with it because I'm not the one that, pulled the Bob Sanders to begin with. I didn't keep it on my team. I'm not the one that's being affected by maybe the little bit of profit loss that, the card has now because someone else pulled it. But I'm just trying to say, like, I could see why some people may get super angry about it. I could see why this is an issue. Again, I'm not completely blaming EA. Maybe it was a mistake. But at the end of the day, if you're running a business like this, like EA has, where you spend tons and tons of money on the game every single week, like they have people every week that buy every single bundle that comes out. They try to pull every single legend. They try to pull for every single promo. When you have people that are dedicated to your video game or to your product, and you're trying to market a card or an item, as they call it, because they don't want it to be gambling. If you're trying to market an item as an exclusive item that you can only get for a certain amount of time, and then a little bit later on, a couple days later, someone else somehow pulls the card in a pack, that is just completely wrong in my opinion. That's false advertisement. I don't know what people could do about that. I don't know what they could do about that to remedy the error that they had, but I just think it's kind of messed up how that could happen. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe a lot of people don't care. Like, who cares? Someone pulled the Bob Sanders. after the 48 hours was over. I just kind of feel as if that's kind of scummy. It's kind of like a lie, in my opinion. Even if it was an error, you shouldn't have things like that happen. I'm not saying take the card away from the guy that pulled it. He pulled it fair and square. It was an error, or maybe they just forgot to pull it out of the packs. That's fine. He gets to keep that card no matter what. But in the future, don't you think you would be a little bit more careful? We've seen things happen like this a lot. Sometimes we'll see cards that have been in the game, early on in the year, and then a couple of months later, someone randomly pulls it, and they're like, sorry, some cards went in the packs that weren't supposed to be in there. Well, why is that happening? Like, don't you think you'd be a little bit more careful, EA, to not put the cards in the game that aren't supposed to be in there? Like, that's just kind of silly in my opinion. It's really stupid. It shouldn't happen. You don't really see a lot of things happening like this with other big name companies. Like, you don't see people accidentally putting something back into a video game or putting something back into, I don't know, circulation at a store by error. Like, you know how they have the Baja Blast that they only sell during the summer. Like, you're not going to go there near Christmas time and you're not going to find new stock of Baja Blast, because that'd be false advertisement as well. Like, if you say this is only a limited time item that's only going to be in stores for this long, and people, go out and buy it in bulk and, get it for whatever price it's at, and then during Christmas you're going to see even more on shelves for maybe cheaper, then that's kind of lying by the company. That's not something that you should be doing. It's not something that should be, just turn the other cheek about. They're not going to mention it. They're not going to say, sorry, there was an error with Bob Sanders, and we're really sorry for the people that pulled it before. They're not going to do that because they don't care. And it's just a sad reality that EA just doesn't care. Like, they made a mistake, or they did it on purpose, or whatever they did to get that Bob Sanders in the game, they're not going to make any mention of it. They're not going to give a shit. It's just things like that with EA that's kind of just getting crazy, in my opinion. Like, this is why people are getting sort of turned off with Madden and getting turned off with EA Sports as a company, because, like, why does this happen? I don't get it. But, yeah, that was the full gameplay of Pack and Play. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the gameplay, even though I was kind of going on a rant. You are going to see, like, Clickwood make a full video about it. He's going to have better points than I am about what happened. I just felt like I really wanted to talk about it because it was kind of weird, in my opinion, how that would happen. But these are the packs that we pulled for this episode of Pack and Play. Ended up getting a Dante Moncrief, 76 overall, and I do have a little bit of receiver issues right now, so definitely Dante Moncrief would help out a little bit. There being in the slot at 88 speed, 6'2", definitely going to take away J.J. Nelson. Even though I really like J.J. Nelson, I think Dante Moncrief will play really well there, just because he has more reliable hands, and J.J. Nelson being a little bit quicker, I feel like he would be a lot better down there in the slot. And then our next pack here, we pull another receiver, and this is actually pretty crazy in my opinion. So we got Siligia, I think his name is. What else do we get in this pack? Chimdi Chekwa, which is a pretty decent silver corner, and then Bengals uniform, and then I think right here is our gold player, I think right after this card. Oh, I'm sorry, we got a collectible for Ray Nitschke. So now if we are able to pull the Ray Nitschke player item sometime in the future, depending on what you guys feel like, we may be able to complete that Ray Nitschke set and put it on our team. But right there we got the John Brown, and yeah, so John Brown, 90 speed. We got 87 catching, 87 spectacular catch, 87 elusiveness, 87 route running, and 87 jumping. So a very well-rounded receiver, one being in the slot, Dante Moncrief, the other being on the other outside where he will run my drag routes. I think that's a pretty good lineup so far for Pack and Play after a couple of episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, even though, like I said, I was a little bit triggered, as people would say today during the commentary. I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions out on, the format that I'm able to do on my YouTube videos. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Please go ahead and hit that like button. And tomorrow I may try live commentary. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Peace.